Hey everyone, this is Professor Eskew. I just wanted to take some time and go over the syllabus for this class with you. So if you can see, I am on the home page of our course class in Blackboard. So if you come over here to the course menu and you hover over syllabus and click on it, here's where your syllabus is. So here's the link for the syllabus. Click on it and it's going to bring up a PDF. I would encourage you, here is the print button. I would encourage you to print it and read it off, or maybe consider downloading it and putting it on USB or your hard drive for future reference. But it's also always going to stay out on the in the course file here as well. So let's go over a couple things. So here is your course. There's the Business Bot 150, Human Resources, and the course CRN, or Course Reference Number. This 5-digit number is important. If you email me, I ask that you always put the course number, name, and the CRN number in there for me. The reason I have you do that is this semester I'm teaching 7 classes. This class has over 50 students. Most of them have 50 or more in them. So as you can see, I'm getting a lot of emails. If you give me the name and the course CRN, I can go directly to your course and respond to you in a very timely manner. If you don't provide that information, it takes longer for me to get back to you, and I tend to like to get back to you as quickly as possible. So please remember that. Here's my email. If you are on the Mesa campus and need to see me during my office hours, you're more than welcome. I'm located in the G building in office 226. Here are my office hours, but as you can see here, I am absolutely willing to do an online consultation. So all you need to do is email me. Let me know what dates and times that you're available, and I will try to sync those with my schedule and we can set up a time. So we can either do it through email or we can do a Zoom teleconference. So whatever suits you or serves you best, I'm willing to do. Here's the course description, the learning outcomes, the different issues that we're going to talk about in the course. Here's all of the content for you to review. It's quite a bit. So here is our textbook that we're going to use. Here's a picture of the textbook. It's Human Relations Strategy for Success. Let me, I think I have one here as well. So I don't know if you can, trying to hold it up. You can see it. It's the 5th edition. So it is available at the Mesa bookstore. You will need to buy a Connect access code or access card. So I would tell you that in the bookstore, the bundle, which is that textbook I just showed you, and the access code is about $130, $135. If you want a cheaper price, I would wait, come into Blackboard, and go in and I'm follow the registration for Connect. And then when you do that, it will first offer you a free 2-week trial that you'll get the ebook and access to the homeworks and everything. I would encourage you to take that. That free is free. But they also, at that point, if you want to buy your access card, I think your access code, they'll immediately give it to you. You have to use a credit card. I think it's $60 instead of $130. And then they'll also give you an offer if you prefer to have a what we call a hard copy or paper copy of the textbook. I think it's another $20, so it would be a total of $85 instead of $130. So I would encourage you to go through the publisher, but make sure that you get that access code. Okay, here's some information about preparing your computer, the different methods we're going to use. Then here is how the points are distributed in this class and the grading scale. So you're going to be responsible for 16 Learn Smart modules. So that's one for every chapter in the book. You will go through learning modules into Connect. And what this is it takes you through the module by having you do short videos, then asking you questions about the videos you saw. On average, a chapter will take you anywhere from 15 minutes to a half hour. This is not a replacement for your reading, it's a supplement to your reading, okay? So make sure that you do that. There's also 4 discussion boards. They're worth 50 points apiece, so they carry a lot of weight in this class. So your discussion boards will have 2 parts. The first part, you'll respond to a case study and a series of questions in that case study, and you'll have a given due date. After you post that given due date, you'll be given about another week to go back in and review your classmates' responses, and you need to respond to at least 3 classmates. Each discussion board has a rubric. Please print that off, review it, so that you can understand the expectation of both your initial response and your response to your classmates. The expectation, because these are 50 points, is that you're going to be doing some heavy lifting on not only your post, but your responses. I would encourage you to be able to reference the textbook. If there's articles or videos for that week that you're also going to be watching, and most of them have that, if you should reference those information as well in your responses. If you use articles, make sure that you reference them and give the appropriate credit through a citation. Okay? Then weekly quizzes. And the weekly quizzes are every week, and come down here for you. There's 30 questions, 10 true and false, 20 multiple choice. Your quiz is timed, but you have 90 minutes in which to complete the quiz, and each quiz is worth 30 points. Okay? If you miss the due date on your quizzes, you can still take the quiz up to 3 days afterwards, but every day that you're past due, your total points will be reduced by 25%. Okay? Late policies. I don't accept late policies except for those areas where we allow those. So that's this discussion. Generally, you will find if you email me that I will get back to you very quickly. I try to pride myself on that so that you're not left hanging. Here are some of your responsibilities. This is the first time that you've taken an online course with us, I encourage you to do the online student training and orientation and some of the tutorials there, so it'll help you maneuver throughout Blackboard. I talked to you about email. Please make sure you use your 5-digit code. Here's some other information for you. Cheating and plagiarism. I am a stickler for this, so please click this link and review the honest academic conduct administrative procedure. Also, we will be talking about some topics that could be considered hot topics, could have some controversial information or responses. Please know that you need to respond appropriately with civility and respect to each other. Okay? Attendance. So the first, this policy is a district-wide policy. Because you are not physically meeting, how I measure attendance is by your performance, by the completion of your assignments. So if you have not completed something in the first 2 weeks, I will drop you from the course. Since things are already due the very first week, I don't anticipate this being a problem, but please just be aware of that. It is your responsibility outside after those 2 weeks if you choose to drop or withdraw for whatever reason. You're encouraged to talk to me first. You are not required to, but those responsibilities are yours. Here are the dates that you need to be aware of regarding those types of situations. If for some reason you are having issues with Blackboard, here's how to get help. Here's that discussion of the student code of conduct again. If for some reason you need special accommodations for whatever reason, I encourage you to click this link and make the appropriate appointment with our DSPS office. They will consult with you and make a determination of the appropriate accommodations that you would require. They will also give you a certification of those accommodations. You need to provide me a copy of that in order for me to provide those accommodations for you, and I'm more than happy to do that once I receive that paper. If you're getting ready to transfer to a 4-year, here's the link for our transfer center. Please make sure that you don't wait until the last minute. My recommendation to every student is you should contact the transfer center at least once a semester, even if this is your first semester, because the requirements for transfer change every single semester. So it's just constantly a moving target, and it's your responsibility to make sure that you're on top of that. Our Academic Skills Center is our tutoring center. It's located in the LRC or our library here on campus. However, if you notice when we go back to the home page that there is a link called NetTutor. NetTutor is an online tutoring service as well. Since you're going to be doing a lot of writing in this class, I would suggest either using our tutoring center, which also offers online tutoring, or NetTutor. So when you write a response, type it up a couple days prior to when it's due, submit it for review, and they will review and help you with grammar, wording, context, all of that information, and then submit it once you have that. So you have both of those services available for you on that. If you're a veteran and you're on campus, here is the link for the Veterans Resource Center. Please consider using that service if you choose. And then finally, if any of you folks are having issues with food insecurities or housing insecurities, I encourage you to contact our Dean of Student Services. If you don't know who that is or how to get in contact with them, please contact me and we will make sure that we can get you in to see that individual, okay? Finally, this is your tentative class schedule. So it's broken down into the 8 weeks that we will be together. It tells you what chapters to read, what assignments to complete, if there's a quiz, when it's due, and then your discussion boards, when to start them, when to complete them. Also gives you the date of your initial post and your last post. One last thing, please remember in week 8, normally your assignments are due on Sunday. However, the last week they are due on Saturday, May 26th. So please be aware of that. And because it's due on May 26th, there won't be that extended 25% off for the quizzes because the 26th is the last day of the semester. I hope that this helped you. Here's NetTutor. If you have any questions or comments, please either email me or contact me and we'll get those things answered for you. I'm looking forward for having a great semester with you. Take great care. We'll talk with you soon.